Hey guys, welcome to Snowrunner episode 126. I'm MG Haggis and we're going to take, as you can see in front of us, a Yar 87. I decided at the end of the last episode, I thought we've gone to the hassle of pulling one back and we don't get to see what it's really like. So it was only 30,000 odd, so I bought it. I've done a few upgrades to it that were available to me. And I've parked outside next to the Action, I think that was. Yeah, that's the Action. And I pulled the fuel trailer that was in the yard out. So it was parked over there. So I pulled it out so if you need it, it's a bit more accessible. Now the reason I'm in the yard is I need a scout vehicle because I'm going to nip up to the trailer store and pull out the exploration trailer. Because, I'll show you in the map. So we're at the garage. I'm going to nip up to the trailer store and then I'm going to come back because I found another upgrade. In fact, there's two more. And we're going to go back across past this timber shipment yard and I'm going to probably activate the trailer round a bit here and see if we can open up a bit more of the map. Because there is an upgrade down here that I would like. Then obviously we've still got the one that's up in this region here. And another upgrade is on a different map, but I'll come back to that later because I think that's for a future episode at this current stage. Now I need to get rid of that current mission. We're not doing that. I don't want to mislead you. So what I'm going to do is, in fact, come with me and I'll show you what I've done. I've put the chain on it. So I've switched out the cutting, I think they were the basic mud tires that were on it. And I put the chains on it just to give them a try. So it's got all-wheel drive, which is selectable and permanent. Is it permanent? No, it might not be permanent. Yeah, it's permanent all diff lock. And I put the roof rack on it as well, so that's got extra fuel, I think tires and spare parts. We'll just give this a wee go, see what we think of it. Now obviously the change won't be quite as good in the mud, but it shouldn't be too bad. And the other, well, say another reason, there's a few reasons, but another reason I got the Yar was, one, it's not too slow, and I needed a scout that would be reasonably capable for towing the exploration trailer. The prototype exploration unit, as it is called. And the Marshall, the Can Marshall that we have, although it's quite fast, doesn't have chained tires. They're stuck with the mud tires. And the Tataran, obviously you can't tow any trailers with that. You can winch to them, but you can't connect to them. And the Loaf, as much as I love the Loaf, it's just a little bit too slow. Oh. Okay, so this thing does fall over. I'm not surprised with the roof rack that's on it. That one there, that'll do. Thought I'd get that tree there. Go on your wheels. There we go. Been a while since you've seen the crash. This might be quite slow through here. Having taken the Voron through here a couple of times now, and the Zix, if you can get a hold of that winch point, then I think this is still quicker than going my wee detour off to the right as we're facing. So I think they basically want you to endure this death mud, death snow. So all in all, Jury's still out. We haven't used this enough to see whether it's a suitable replacement for anything. Right, what we have? Prototype exploration unit. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to head back to where, just past the garage. So I will see you in a sec, guys. Welcome back, guys. I've noticed on the way back to the garage where I am just now that this thing is quite thirsty. I meant to quickly show you before I started the recording again, but it's all-wheel drive on and towing a trailer. This thing will guzzle the fuel down. So if you can drive without the all-wheel drive on, I certainly recommend it. I did top up at the fuel trailer, so now we're just going to carry on our merry way. I've set some waypoints. Hopefully we'll be able to get there without having to worry about fuel. What's that, about 5 litres a minute? But through the mud, it did struggle. Maybe the mud tyres would have been better than the chains, but they can't be too bad. It just seems to struggle a little bit. You're dragging what feels like a dead weight behind you. Maybe the exploration unit, the prototype unit, has some serious drag characteristics set in it. Anyway, you'll see how it handles shortly. Well, for the rest of this journey. And certainly the bit between the garage and the trailer store, if it hadn't been for winch points, I would have been stuck. Okay, I handled those boulders quite well. Oh, this is thick, nasty snow. It doesn't look like it. You think it's just a normal path, but it's not. I think tactical use of the winch would be wise, just to help me along. Going to be a long, slow drive at this rate. So maybe, because this isn't ice, maybe then the mud tyres would be the first choice, but if you are driving on that ice, then obviously chains are where they come into their own. And we will be driving on ice because we're going over there. But I wanted to give it a try out. Maybe when I get back to the garage with the yard, I'll switch it back to the better of the mud tyres and see if that makes any difference. In the meantime, it's just going to be a slow push through the snow. Shame we couldn't repair that bridge. That would have made our lives a whole lot easier. While I'm up at this elevated point, I wonder if there's a point where we can get through there. It's a little bit easier than the longer route that I took before. Kind of hard to tell. It looks like right through the middle there, that's all going to break. So maybe something like the twin steer would get over that with the length of it, but I don't think this will. Thought I might pick up a little bit more speed as we're going down the hill there, but nope. Here we go. Okay, let's get onto the ice. Let these chain tyres do their thing. presume it will break through the ice because of the weight of it. I don't know if there's any vehicles that are so light that they don't break through the ice. Never tested that. I might just do that at some point, actually. Here we go again for the slow trip up onto the road. That's what, 2.5 roughly litres per minute. I mean, I dare say in real life you probably wouldn't be going much faster than that unless you knew exactly what was underneath you. But as this is a game and damage doesn't cost us, we would like to go faster. Any of you guys at any point who've got the game tried the hardcore mode? That certainly does seem like a challenge. I said it before, I might actually give that a go at one of the earlier maps, maybe Michigan, just to see how it is. And if it is something of interest, let me know. I'll give it a go as a wee side series. And we're digging our way through the snow here as well. I thought this would be a bit quicker. I mean, don't get me wrong, the yard is not struggling with the snow here, and it's keeping on moving. But I'd imagine if that had been the Tataran, it would have been a lot quicker. It just couldn't attach the unit, the trailer, that's the only problem. There we go, we're on a move now. Kind of. Maybe while we're doing this boring drive, we'll jump inside the cab and see what it's like. Nice bench seats with handles for the passengers, no seat belts. That's brave. Disc error. Okay, so CD's not working. Thought there'd be a bit more bucket-like seats just to hold you in place. What's that? Is that like a boost gauge for the turbo? Kinda hard to tell. And that's all the camera will allow me to do. Look outside the window. Even the snow patterns, that does look very realistic. Done a good job of that. Really good job. Oh, yeah, this is slow. Let's use a winch if we can. Winch connected. What would be connected to? That was behind us, I think. Let's jump back out. It was behind us. We definitely don't want that winch point. At this rate, it's going to be about 3 or 4 episodes just to get over to that upgrade I'm after. Close. Get snow blinded. Can't see the road. Right, I know that we need to go down that way. I've set the waypoint just towards the edge of the black stuff. I'll show you the map. We've kind of expanded out with just our presence. So maybe we'll try the exploration unit right here. Number 4. Oh, that's what we're after, that upgrade. Lovely. Good stuff. Let's have a look at the map, see what's appeared. See, look at the area that's revealed. Huge. And that is what we're after, guys. So maybe what I'll do is I will drop the unit here. No point in dragging it all the way there to drag it all the way back. So let us detach trailer. And continue on our way, see how it is without the trailer this time. That's 67 litres. Oh dear. We've actually got more in the roof than we have in the tank. Maybe something like the Voron would have been a good choice. Even the Zix possibly. It would have been stomping through this. But like I said before, it's always nice to try new vehicles. I mean, a scout, this is exactly what a scout should be doing. Out in the wilderness. This is so slow. What can I say? Maybe there are better options for the snow maps. It's going to be night time soon at this rate. Go for some artistic angles. Watch the suspension working. Yeah, I mean, technically you probably wouldn't go much faster than that in real life, but it would be nice to just a little bit quicker. Yeah, increasing the... Whoa. It's a sneaky bit. Dropped well into the dirt there. Fallen pole. Surprised that's not a mission to repair it. Wish you could target the winch points a little bit easier while you're on the move. There we go. Is that a little bit quicker? No, it's still the deep stuff. Give us a skidoo. That would be fast. That'd be perfect for these conditions. it's a futile attempt if you try and spin the wheels up. I think you just use more fuel. What's up here? This is our destination. Dum-de-dum. Amuse yourselves. Get there eventually. I will definitely edit the return journey, guys. Don't worry about that. Okay, there's the wreck of a car that's hopefully signifying the upgrade. Certainly wouldn't want to be living up here. You'd never get anything. All your supplies would have to be airdropped in. Yeah, the devs enjoyed putting down the worst of the snow in that whole road. They must have been laughing to themselves when they did that. Hey, get the upgrade. Yes, please. Active suspension, and it is for the Warthog. That's why I was after it. Then we can get the bigger wheels. Oh, now I've got to go all the way back again. What's the easiest way to get turned now? So that's what's up here, a church. Or... church? Yeah, it looks like a church. And there's not much else. Have a look at the map, see where we're at. Exactly. So there's the church. Yeah, that's all it is. Probably very nice in summer. However, it's not summer. So that's where I'm going back, guys. So I will see you once I have picked up the prototype trailer and got myself back to the garage, I think. Because then we're going to take out the Acton. So, yeah, see you in a sec. Lucky for you it's a sec. For me it's going to be about 15 minutes. Welcome back, guys. My goodness, that was torture. That road coming back, oh, it doesn't get any better just because you've been over it once. And I'm down to 27 litres. Now I've got to try and get this thing all turned around and back to the garage now. I think I'll use... oh, no winch point there. Great. Anything that I can pull myself back to. Don't pull me over though. Anyway guys, it was just to bring you back as I picked up this unit and show you the fuel. So I'm glad I've got the roof rack. So now I will see you, unless something bad happens, I'll see you back at the garage. I'll maybe just drop off this exploration unit at the garage, return it at a later date, but I'll see you in a second, yet again. Almost back, guys. Well, back at the garage at least. I added to my misery. On top of the prototype exploration unit, I towed the scout trailer that's away over the other side. Oh boy, that was slow. So I'm just going to park it all up here ready for those trailers to get returned. I don't know if they're part of the mission. I don't think they are. Anyway, so let's drop and release the trailer first of all, and then release that one. And I'm going to put this back in the garage and put mud tyres on it. See if it makes any difference. That took forever. Tyres, and we're going to go for those ones. We'll keep a hold of the chained ones just in case. And we'll retain it. We're going to go back outside, and now we're going to jump into the Actian. Okay guys, this has been going on a while. I'm going to check the time. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's quite a long episode. Now the mission was to get from here over to here. So what I'll do is I'll definitely do an edit, and I'll bring you back just as I'm getting to that upgrade. And I'm going to get rid of that task as well because I don't want that on the screen. So I'll see you in yet another sec away over there. Welcome back, guys. Now, I've made it down the road. This thing is, it's actually quite hard to control when you're getting moving. Maybe it is the big fat mud tyres on it. However, I made it here. I'll show you where I am, actually. There we are. I'm just off. We've got to fight our way through here now. I'm kind of like scouting it to pick a route that's got trees on it that I might need. There's one right in front of me, so I'm going to head for that. Not that one. I was trying to go around that one. Yeah, this is lots of broken ice here, but hopefully we'll get through it. Okay, this is good progress. I like that. Whoa. And we're in. Big engine. Or the Ford F750. Nice. Okay. That was what I was after, guys. The big, massive engine is probably going to make it even more of a fuel guzzler. But I think it's a sacrifice well worth having, considering the number of add-ons it's got that can carry fuel. It shouldn't be that much of a concern. The job's done. I will now edit this all out, and this return journey anyway, and I'll see you back at the garage, and that'll be another episode done. I don't think there's anything else I had left outstanding on this. If there is, let me know, but I don't think there is. So I'll see you back at the garage in for you a sec. As you can see, I'm back in the garage. Okay, so here's the Ford. I'm just going to quickly deploy it so I can customize it. So that was the engine that we currently had. It's only got 2 blocks out of it, so it's rated as a C. So let's put the big one in. A minus, much better. A little bit worse fuel consumption, but that's what it's all about. Let's sell that one. And what else did we pick up? I think have I fitted it? That was for the Warthog. So let's bring that one quickly out. Let's retain you. Warthog, where are you? There you are. Deploy that. And the suspension. Active. Okay, that's stock. That's active. That did nothing. Oh, okay. Well, what does raised do then? Oh, raised is even higher. Interesting. We need to go after that somewhere in the Kola Peninsula, which is where we're at, I think. Cool. At least it'll let us put on the bigger tyres. Let's have a look. What have we got? Yeah, we can't quite fit them. Okay, we'll wait. Retained. And that will do. So guys, thanks again for watching. What did we get? 2 upgrades. And we opened up this huge area here with the prototype exploration unit. That was quite nice to see. Again. Yeah, that was it. Not massively exciting, but it's little jobs like that make upgrading the vehicles worthwhile. So, see you again soon, guys. Bye for now.